All right. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again. We are back. It's been a while, but I'm here. And I'm sorry, but I'm here. So I wanted to share something with you guys today. I actually filmed this video earlier. I was sitting in the Home Depot parking lot waiting for my father to come out of his favorite store. And going through the video, it was going great, and then he calls me and the video stops. So I'm home and I'm re-recording the video again. So here we go. I wanted to share an experience that happened to me this morning that, I don't know, it just meant something to me, and I'm praying that it will mean something to you also. So typically I ride the metro to work in the mornings. I'll park at the station and then I'll walk to the metro, to the train platform, and I'll ride that to work. So I get out the car this morning and I realize it's like 3 or 4 minutes for the next train. I'm like, oh, I can make that. So start walking, and I have on these flat shoes, insert shoe, just so you know what we're talking about here. Okay, so I had on some flat shoes, those shoes, and I'm walking to the metro. And as I'm walking, I realized that a little small rock thing like this, it somehow gets into my shoe. And I'm walking, and I know when it gets in my shoe, and I attempt to ignore it because I was trying to catch the train. I didn't really want to be bothered with it. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm walking. I have the little rock in my shoe, and I start to walk. And I realize my foot starts to hurt. The rock is moving around in my shoe, and it's hitting my foot. And, you know, I'm trying to walk and shift it around in my shoe while I'm walking, and it doesn't work. And then I realized that I started to change the way that I walked to accommodate the rock that had no business being in my shoe. So I start to walk weird, and I'm limping a little bit, and I'm walking up the escalators, and this rock is causing me so much discomfort and pain, but yet I don't remove it. And I finally get up to the platform, and it takes all of 3 seconds to take the shoe off, dump it out, and out falls the rock. And then I put my shoe on, and there's instant relief in that moment when I put the shoe on. And also in that moment, the Lord spoke so clearly to me. And he told me that rock, it signifies sin. That's how sin is in our lives. Although that rock seemed so small and minute, it wasn't significant. It caused so much pain to my whole body. It caused me to walk differently. I could notice that that rock was there. I couldn't keep going with that rock in my shoe. Although I tried to, it caused me too much pain to deal with it. And so just as sin is, we think that a sin is so small that it won't really impact us, but all sin weighs the same. Whether big or small in our eyes, all sin will impact you negatively. Now you can ignore the signs and act as if you don't feel different, or as if it's not causing you discomfort, or try to walk differently or accommodate that sin that has no business being in your life, but that sin is there. And until you remove that sin from your life, you will be in pain. Physical, emotional, spiritual, you will be in pain and discomfort until you remove that rock or that sin out of your life. And we have the power over sin in the flesh. Jesus gave us that power. And it was just so profound to me, just how much that very small rock completely altered my being, just like sin can alter our being. So I compel you, if you have any sin in your life, big or small, it doesn't matter, confess that sin, forsake it, and leave it behind so that God can take up that space, because there's only enough space for him to be there. There's no space for little sins here and there. He's not going to come in any unclean temple. So we have to leave that temple clean and free of rocks or sin. And it was just profound to me. And hopefully that, I don't know, it reaches someone, because the Lord spoke very clearly in that moment that he's calling us to come out of sin because we're free from it. We should be dead to sin. So don't let that little sin cause you discomfort. Confess it, forsake it, and leave it behind. Until next time, thank you again for joining me. Have a good night.